boy Rob Davis. It's my main man Martin Long.
Martin in the building.
And I'd like to welcome y'all to Let's Fill the Podcast. It's the very first episode of Loops and Levels, man. The very first episode of Loops and Levels.
Let's get it.
We finna get busy. Just listen to this intro. God broke me down, God broke me down, God broke me, God broke me down, God broke me down, God broke me, God broke me down, God broke me down, God broke me, God broke me down, down, down.
So that he could build me up.
Can't think I'm playing out here, man. It's for show, not a game, big homie. Hey,
So that he could build me.
standing up as God's anointed, it's harder than you think. Man, that pride will fill your heart up and it's
Hey, look, man. I'd like to welcome y'all again to the podcast. It's called Let's Fill.
Let's fail.
Let's Fill, you heard me right. F-A-I-L.
Right.
For the people that can't understand my dialogue or my ebonics or my slur, that's for y'all. My main man Martin's with me. We came up with the concept for the first episode of loops and levels.
We in the building.
Loops and levels, and at this point, I'm gonna let my man introduce yourself and give you his concept behind his loops and his levels, and then we're gonna dig in from right there, bro.
Right. So like Bob said, we was rapping earlier in the week. We, you know what I mean, just jiving, talking about, you know what I mean, things be getting thrown at us in life, and then in hindsight, we figure out, man, didn't I see this before? It might not have been the same person, might not have been the same place, but I know I didn't experience this before. I done been stuck in this loop, right? So then, once I figured that out, I realized, man, this sucked, and I need to level up.
Ooh,
Right.
how you level up though when we stuck in that loop?
So that's what we talking about today, right,
yeah,
Bob?
Yeah,
That's what we talking about. We just want to make sure that we continuing to progress. You know what I mean? We don't fail at the test.
Yeah.
You know, the word of Most High tells us that, you know, whenever we fail, right, in the face of adversity, that we're not a strong man indeed. So that just tells me, don't get discouraged. Figure out how to get encouraged.
Ooh,
right?
I'm
You know
a
what I
rapper
mean?
now.
we gotta get equipped, and that's how the whole, you know what I mean, the Holy Ghost comes in and takes over whenever we realize that. But we gotta realize it first,
Yeah.
people.
Self-awareness is the first key. Acknowledging the problem is the first step to the problem, or finding a solution to it, I believe. And so when my brother was texting me this week, man, he texted me his definition of loops and levels. And, you know, I interpreted it wrong when he first told me that he had to send it through a text message. Because I didn't get it the first time.
Make sure
you know?
we're clear.
I thought he said roots and levels, you know, but that was deep too. But his definition for loops is this: a repetitive cycle that continues until the spiritual being matures to cultivate attitudes, behavior, skills, attributes to break the said cycle. Which comes to mind, to me, the generational curses that we all, in our culture of African American culture, know about.
Inherit.
The old get your shit and get out at the age of 18 generational curse.
Right.
Or shut the fuck up and listen to what I told you generational curses.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like we set ourselves up for that loop because if we don't process or we don't try to grow or level up, we hand that down to the next generation, to our kids.
Right.
We only can do what we are taught. We only do what we only see by experience,
Yeah.
you know? And our one experience, not nobody else's story.
Wow.
My story, I see the trauma that get passed down if it's unresolved.
Right.
Which sets up the next loop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So in equip, it sounds like we dip. I mean, and I think of that in two different ways at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we dip down low and we feel depressed and we can't get out, and how do I do this and yada yada. Or we just dip. We skirt. I'm out. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah.
Either way, I need to be equipped to handle whatever is coming around that my forefathers may not have passed down to me. Maybe I missed that.
Yeah. Hey, so, bro, when I think about this, bro, it just takes me back. Like, I was raised by, my dad was old. My dad passed away about 14 years ago in 2009. My dad was like 50 when he had me, so my dad would have passed around the age of like 68.
Okay.
So my dad had been like 82.
Right.
And so, like, growing up, it was kind of a disconnect for me because the age gap. But and so with being said, I'm just painting the narrative to get to the point I'm trying to draw out right now. My dad from Mississippi, he was born in 1941. He was African American, born in the deep South, the Delta of the South.
Wait, hold on. Let's catch our audience up real quick because I'm a history man as well, right?
Yeah.
Enough about me. Let's talk about the Most High and what He's doing.
The Most High,
through our lives right now, right? He's talking about His fathers from Mississippi. Where Mississippi at, man? Man.
Below the Dixie line.
If y'all didn't know what happened back in them days, man. I was watching a
segregation.
documentary. People had to walk 3 to 4 miles to school.
Yeah,
if you was black.
He was one of those.
Right.
Segregation ain't ends in 1960. So he was born in 1941. So he spent his first 18 years or 19 years segregated in the deep South.
And our country was at war too, World War II.
Yeah, well, coming
we
back
just got
from
bombed.
Dude, so think about
powerful mixtures.
Oh my God! I never really fathomed this growing up. I never took into consideration these things of the loop. Well, what he'd been through and how it was passed down to us. You know, I never accounted for the trauma he'd been through. I never accounted for what he experienced or seen. I can only, my life been hard. I can only imagine how horrific that had to been, how scary it is. And he was the oldest. He didn't have, his mom was a single mom of like 9 or 10 kids.
Right.
And he was the oldest. So the responsibility of being the man in the house of that time and age and that. And fast forward 50 years later.
Right.
I mean, how do you fathom that loop? Bro, for the audience, we just painting what we mean by loops and levels.
Right.
This is just a loop, a cycle, a generational curse. Because by definition, if you're just not tuning in, my man defined the loop as the repetitive cycle that continues until spiritual being matures, cultivate attitudes, behaviors, skills, attributes to break said cycle.
Now, what's that mean? That sounds like a bunch of big words, bro. Right? So what, Lord, what was intended when that was brought to the mind? Right?
Yeah.
A repetitive cycle that continues. Again, it might not be the same person, place, or thing, but I'm seeing the same content.
The same concept.
Right.
Concept.
Until I, as a spiritual being, I gotta be aware of that. Come on, people. I mature to cultivate. What's cultivate mean? To gather up, right? To gather up an attitude, behavior. Because I could have an attitude, but I ain't acting on it.
Cultivate something, you can form it.
Right.
Like tune, chisel or form, mold.
Yes.
That can be cultivating. Because from our era, we are cultivated by our environments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we are formed
Wow.
attitudes, behaviors, and actions, perceivably households, schools, neighborhoods.
Right.
So it can also mean form. So, and what is attributes then?
Attributes, qualities, brother.
Like,
Qualities, right? So we see things about ourselves that, man, when I really look at it, honestly, I don't like it. And what do I want to see embodied in my person? What does God want to see embodied in this person? What does He have in me that needs to come out? What are these attributes, these qualities that I need to display? Kindness and encouraging other people and compassion on myself instead of putting myself down for failing.
And that's the point why we here today.
Exactly.
Most of us beat ourselves up for failing. Not knowing that failure is a part of the process of success.
Yeah.
Without failure, how do you succeed? How do you know what success is without failure? How do you know the warmth of the sun without the coldness of the moon? You hear me? Like, just imagine how relieved people feel in Alaska after the 60 days of the moon when they can feel the warmth of the sun, bro.
Right.
That's failure and success. Each negative has a positive, and each positive has a negative, depending on the perception that we have to see that.
Right.
You know?
When we change the way we look at things, the things we look at do indeed change.
Yeah. So you said something, bro, that took me to a reading that I read this morning about how God sees us, bro, the version. I just want to read this. It say, many of us have a sort of version of the kind of person God wants us to be. We must be true to that version, whatever it is. We must try to live up to it by living the way we believe we should live. We can all believe that God has a version of what he wants us to be like, and all people there is a good person, which God sees in us. The person we could be and that God would like us to be, but a person fails to fulfill that promise, and God's disappointments must be many. We fail at a lot of things because a lot of people don't even try, bro. I, for myself, stayed away. I dropped out of college at the age of 16, which is a great accomplishment. But I feared failure, bro. I felt that I wasn't going to make it. I didn't even try.
Right?
And I just failed miserably because I dropped
Wayne
out.
Gretzky, for our hockey fans, said you will miss 100% of the shots you never take.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it was Wayne Gretzky. Somebody, you know what I mean,
really
let me
watch
know if
hockey.
I'm wrong. But the concept still stands.
Yeah, it still stands.
The concept
All right,
stands.
and in researching last night, bro, I came across Thomas Edison quotes that said, I did not fail 10,000. He said, I did not fail online 10,000 times. I just found 10,000 ways that didn't work.
Right. And I believe, so because somebody going to want to correct us, I believe it's 1,000. Either way, so many multitude of times.
Multitude of times.
Many times more than the average person would think is.
Perseverance. Man, look, I believe in God, Jesus Christ, my higher power. You believe how insane Noah looked building an ark for, 40 years or something like that? It didn't rain?
Yeah. It was a long time.
It was a long time. But he just kept going. And see, most of the time.
Right. It took him like 8 years, I think, to build the ark. A long time. And I bet people were sitting there, yo, that's crazy old Noah. With all that wood, he done dragged the timber from Timbuktu. You know?
But think about the work that went into that. The discouragement along the way. Like, why is I doing this?
Wow.
Why is this not working yet? What did you mean? The boat been built. Why the rain ain't come yet?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been there before. I've been down on my dick, or I've been down on my ass and knocked on my ass, bro. Because my dad used to tell us growing up, a hard head make a soft ass. To me, that means keep failing, you're going to learn your lesson.
That's true.
And
just like you said with Edison.
Yeah.
Man, we got to figure out what don't work until the light pop on.
Wait. What conduct, what two elements do I need to bring together for the light to turn on?
Water and coffee for me today. And a lot of God.
Man, it was just waking up, man. Bro, for me, that's what it is, bro. The negative is the flesh, bro. The positive is walking with God, bro, through the Spirit, bro. I'm only led here through all my failures. That's why I started this podcast. Because I deemed myself a failure and I gave up on life, bro.
Right.
And I turned to God and said, I can't figure this shit out. I talk to him just like that. I don't sugarcoat. He know who I am.
Yeah. He in the room. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name.
I'm in the midst.
Right.
So,
right.
I just come to him like, man, how the hell do I get out of this mess? What is it that I'm supposed to do? What is it? Like, I'm a failure. And he asked me one simple question, Robert, what is it that you failed at?
Sometimes that's a hard question, ain't it?
It was simple. I said dumb shit.
Sometimes the simple stuff, for me,
Yeah.
I can't speak for thee. The simple things hide from me. I'll give you an example, right? You see these big advertisements that pop up on the screen during YouTube, this, that, and the other. Those things that shout at you and say, look at me, and people pay lots of money for it because it's a display the way my mind works, brother.
Yeah.
I'm looking for those details, so I'm missing the blaring things.
You missing you look for the big bang?
I'm missing the big bang, the obvious things, because it's I'm not paying attention to it. You hear me now?
Pay attention.
You hear? I'm focusing in the wrong direction, so I ain't even. It's there, and I'm not picking up the vibe. Until the light comes on, and I see it, I'm like, whoa, that would have bit me if it was a snake.
Bro, I definitely feel that. That's agreeable.
Wow.
Super agreeable. my personal experience, bro, my head been down. So I come to the realization of resentments. I know my perception of what resentment mean. It mean that resentment and hate is kind of like the same two things in my world. They say it's a strong word. I never understood why. My perception why it's a strong word is it stills your mind. Like, the mind is the most powerful thing in the universe. Mm-hmm. So in order to resent someone or hate something, it has to be at the focus of your pineal gland, of your mind. It has to be at the front of your frontal lobe brain, whatever it's called.
Right.
It's
conscious.
Yeah.
It's conscious.
It means in the center of your consciousness. Mm. And if you know anything that's in the center of your consciousness, it manifests itself into the physical realm. Mm. For all my spiritual beings, a lot of people probably not there, but keep tuning in. We gonna get you there. Just work with me. I'm not to say I'm right, I'm wrong. I'm not to say that I'm some type of fucking profound scholar. I'm not none of that. I'm a fucking convicted felon with experience
and hope.
I'm a recovering addict. I'm a child of God. I'm an ex-felon. I'm a young man. It's different things, but I'm not right all the time. And it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay not to be right. It's how we learn.
Right.
But
it's how we stay open-minded, too.
For real, stay open-minded.
And grow.
And grow. It's all it's about. Self-preservation, mind elevation, mentally, spiritually, and physically, bro.
Right.
But I was just saying that because, like, me hating something or resenting something my whole life stole the focus from, like you said, paying attention to the details all around me. I became tunnel vision and become not this thing so much that I became that thing. I manifested into that thing in my life. God, how did I get here again?
Right.
Because you got your head down looking at the ground. Yeah. Get the fuck up.
Wow, and that's how the video game's set up, though. And when we aim in that way, that's what we get.
The video game.
What we talking about? That might be a whole different segment sometime later. We gonna
we talking about loops and levels.
Loops and levels. Okay, it pertains.
we talking about loops and levels and let's fail. And what do we mean by let's fail? Let's fall flat on our face and get back up and try again. Only through making mistakes, we test the boundary of knowledge. That's not from me. That's from this guy named Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, Tax Advantages. Any way you want to read, go check him out. He good. But loops and levels and how it pertains to a game. Just think about, like I said, bro, when you said what you said, I came straight to talking about or thinking about playing Mario Brothers or Donkey Kong or Sonic or Crash Bandicoot. So some 90s baby classicals, you know what I mean? About even Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you can go so far, but if you lose one match, you got to go where? All the way back to the beginning of the game.
Okay.
And start over, bro.
Okay, yeah.
Until you learn what combos to put together.
Right.
When to duck, when to block.
Yeah.
You know, to cultivate the strategy, it takes to level up.
Right. And the mentality. Wow.
The mentality means that you gotta. It sounds like a strong word for the mind. Mentality.
Yeah.
So, I want to get them your definition, bro, of
levels,
because we talked about the loops.
The loops.
We all got the loops named fruity.
them just fruity cycles. We be like, if it was on TV, you and I both know.
Yeah.
That if it wasn't me or you. Yeah. We would be sitting there entertained, very entertained and cracking up. Like, bro, you don't, or we'd be really sad.
Yeah. Hey, but look, though, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna keep it a thing because I said I'm gonna take the mask off here. When I be scrolling, sometimes I get sad, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you was to do a study, bro, people probably get depressed and sad just scrolling on Facebook because everything seemed perfect and my life really not fucking perfect in reality, bro.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like, people really judge you off the success of a social media, artificial intelligent platform, an avatar, instead of what's really real and it's in reality.
Someone's heart.
Yeah. So, all right. So the definition of levels from my main man Martin Long. The spirit of man is subjected to the elements around him until he learns how to subdue elements and level up. Each level that emerges provides new opportunity for growth.
Right. So now I'm not really envisioning a definition, more of a help one perceive the idea behind right there. So what's that last line? Say once more.
To emerge, it's each level
that emerges
provides new opportunities for growth.
Wow.
That's a level up.
Right.
It's like a boss move.
Right. So like we just got equipped. Yeah, you said a boss move.
Ooh, a boss move.
Ooh. Like, okay, Call of Duty. We got mad Call of Duty fans out here,
Prestige?
Right?
Prestige, level up.
Right. Sometimes, man.
COD.
Level up.
Level up. Y'all ain't never played a game, level up. 2K, you play by levels and go level up.
Right.
I'm a 2K fanatic, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't played in a while because life
Me
on its
neither.
own terms, but you do level up on it. You do level up in GTA. It's just for my gamers. But to think about levels, man, it's overcoming as conquerors. What's the word? How you pronounce Nike? Nicaea.
Yeah. I believe someone correct us.
Yeah, if we wrong, we wrong.
Right.
But you get the gist.
Right. The idea.
But the ideal is this: we are conquerors and overcomers, and
Yes.
to overcome is correlate with the word level up to me. You know,
Okay.
like you got to overcome some things to level up. You just don't go through some mediocre shit and just level up. No, you gotta get what they say. The bosses pay the costs. You know what I mean? You gotta take the losses, or you gotta go through the trial or the fire to level up. Oh, this one just came to mind. I said fire and the fire. Think about Meshach, Abednego, and the other guy.
Yes.
They were just
the 3 Jewish men in the fire.
They were just ordinary people, right? At first, that the people thought, but they had favor of God.
Right. They had faith.
Ew.
Faith that no matter what was said, it was not. Can you imagine the faith to be in actual
fire?
Furnace. But no burning of them. Their clothes were
no disintegration of skin or anything.
Knowing that the Most High is by one's side.
When they walked out of there, you know how big the level up was?
Whoa. They took like an elevator or something.
You know how big the level up was?
Bro, they went to a different dimension. I'm not joking.
Or even just like the level up of the Power Rangers. You know, all individually, they was pretty nice and strong.
And then when they got together,
what was that thing called?
I don't remember, but they got together.
It was a real big robot.
It was like, and man,
Mighty Morphin time.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, somebody knows what we're talking about.
Hey, so we're sorry for being corny, but I'm just acknowledging the level up they did to come together, bro.
Yeah. And even if they did fail, they failed forward together. They didn't give up. They encourage each other. They got down and out at times. An individual will feel a certain way. The posse come and rescue them. You know what I mean? They be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? We encourage one another. We learn that failure, it's the opportunity to equip us.
Bro, you just said something that came to mind. I told you, it's kind of like a gift of interpretation. You said they failed together. That mean that they before they Mighty Morphin, bro, they all had lost their little own secular battles. They all gave it a shot.
Right.
They all pitched in. They all tried to do it on their own, but only when they come together. Together. So you mean to tell me my level up is predicated on me coming together with somebody, bro?
Wow. There we go. That's the kicker right there. Somebody just got help.
So I can't level up by myself.
Right.
Somebody gotta like put the ladder down in the hole I done dug so I can climb out of there because I can't build no ladder in this hole, this ditch I done dug.
Right.
So my level up, off the Power Ranger metaphor, this one just came to me, bro. Like, until I become one with others, the level up is impossible. I continue to fail on my own. But if I'm honest and open-minded and willing enough to join forces with someone, only then maybe do I got a shot to overcome, to conquer, to wear a pair of Nikes. Yeah.
And many times there ain't a physical man that can hold my hand. So I know that one gotta be the Most High.
The Most High. And bro, I'm first and foremost, this is a faith-based podcast. I believe in God. I'm not here to shove Jesus down nobody's throat. I don't really believe that's what the intent God was.
Not at all. It's
Even
attraction, not promotion.
And in the parable we read this morning in Bible study of the wedding, he said, "Go out and ask anyone if they want to attend the wedding." He didn't say force them to come. He said, "Go ask them."
Yeah, find anybody to come.
Come on, man. If I'm trying to bring some.
I know. So and then the person that got thrown out to the weeping and gnashing of teeth, he was sitting there all like
pouting and growling.
I don't know what he was doing, but I imagine he might have been because he was speechless when he was approached by a king and called a friend.
My friend.
He ain't say. Sire, no, he probably shrugged. I don't know. The Bible doesn't.
Dude,
I mean,
when we read it, I just thought it was like when I was a kid. My dude was like, "Why you do that?" I don't know.
Right.
You know, you hit the shrug your shoulder. You hear me?
Yeah. Oh,
those non-verbal body language that get you slammed through the earth.
He got so mad. He tore him out. So we ain't looking for nobody that wants to troll around and spread some hate. But you know what I mean? The hate helps us to level up as well too. So if there is any out there, blessings and peace to you. You know what I mean? Because like we don't want to welcome no hate, but we want to welcome all perspectives because we know that we can grow better together. How can I have a different understanding if I don't have a different opinion in my mind? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm letting you know a lot of scrutiny gonna come behind this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
It's coming. And I just pray to my higher power, he protect me. He protect us, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of scrutiny gonna come behind us. But hey man, what's the purpose without sacrifice, man? Yeah, I haven't seen a purpose without sacrifice.
Right.
And,
right.
Like I said, we just here to challenge the perception. We here to dialogue. We're not to say we right, you wrong. We're not to say, we just here to say it's okay to make mistakes, man. Just keep going. Fall for it, man.
Right.
If you're going to struggle with progress. Slow progress is better than no progress. Because the turtle won the race. He wasn't fast. He failed at being fast.
Yeah.
He tried to run fast.
Yeah.
Just imagine the turtle running fast.
That's the thing, because the race is eternal, man. It's eternal until time is no more.
Yeah, I don't even think it's like a race, bro. I used to run cross country.
Yeah.
I mean, the 40-yard dash was cute.
Yeah, and that wasn't me, by the way, fellas. That's my man, so I'm going to let him tell y'all the expert opinion from that perspective.
No, I'm not an expert. Bro, listen, I couldn't understand it, bro. I was skinny. I could run and all this. I never finished in, like, the top 10 or anything when it came to cross country. My brother was fat as hell, and he finished in the top 3, top 5. Like,
determination.
You know, the only thing...
Determination. That's a different mentality. That's a lot of weight to carry. You finish top something? Yeah.
You said determination.
Determination.
That's a pretty profound word to say with this topic.
Of course.
With the loops and levels, it takes some type of sense of determination. And determination, that means that you want something so bad that you don't give up.
What is it we want?
What is it that we want? How we even notice what? For me, I just want the quietness. I wanted the music, the noise between these two little things on the side of my head to quiet down, bro. I wanted it to stop running all day. I just wanted tranquility and serenity, bro.
That's what I mean. I asked a question rhetorically, but mostly for us to reflect on. You know what I mean? At another time. Yeah. But like, what really for real?
No, I'm serious.
You know what I mean? What do we want? And like you said, tranquility and peace and all that ability to be able to make all these signals from around us. To quit messing with us. The kids, Papa, yada yada. My kids call me Papa, and maybe they call you Dad, right? You know what I mean? The phone calls, the knocks on the door, the unexpected this, that, and the others. You know what I mean? And,
right.
Yeah.
Like we read, I wanted just sober judgment.
Yes.
Like,
what's sober mean again?
Dude, it's a totally different meaning than the word, bro.
Than we perceive, right?
Yeah, it's a total different meaning. It means like of not being wayward thinking or
Right.
impatient or
Yeah.
too highly thinking of yourself. You
Right.
know, when we say sober, I'm thinking you're talking like intoxicated. No,
No,
like
no.
not to be so high,
Not to think
minded
higher than yourself.
or so
Right.
lowly of yourself.
Right.
Just-
So humility we hear,
Yeah.
right?
Humility,
Humility.
meekness.
Yep.
Yeah.
We hear humility, meekness, right? And with sober, I hear clarity.
Clarity. That's
Clarity.
like, oh, that's probably
And
the
that's
biggest
and
one.
that's what I mean. Like sometimes there's a haze over my peripheral.
For clearer eyes.
Oh man, you take me back in the day. I ain't used Clear Eyes in many years, sir. He done already told you. We done lived the game, man. We just trying to figure out how to play it ourselves and teaching a couple pointers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What's
man.
the tip guides? You remember that? The guys people used to, you see them bring them to school like, hey, I
cheat
got
sheets?
the cheat
Yeah.
code.
Yeah,
You
cheat
know what I mean? We
sheet.
just
Yeah,
try and
yeah,
share our
yeah.
cheat sheets. You know what I mean? What we learn and you know what I mean? Keep learning and keep building to the
For real.
repertoire.
For
Right?
repertoire, man. I laugh pretty loud. That's gonna spike. I'm gonna probably turn the game down.
That's what editing's for.
But no, though, bro, for real, that clarity of a sober judgment really is. Because in order to like, bro, like, so when we talked about like the loop, right? So in order to get off this level of the game, bro, we have to have a clear mind to see what can help us along the way, bro. Right. And like we talked about, every character on the game got special attributes,
Right.
special gifts and talents. So we wanna- they got special abilities of understanding and discernment.
Yeah.
Because some people might like, I don't know what my attributes are, you know. And we also got weaknesses, which are our character defects, things that we can't do that we need the other person for. That's why in the scripture it says that we are one body with many members, because the foot can't scratch the nose. So you need a hand.
Not as easily as my hand.
You
That is
know
for
what I
sure.
mean? It probably could if you
But
I
not
ain't
as
flexible.
easily as my hand, right?
Well, can your elbow scratch your nose? I don't know.
Right.
Like, but bro, but man, it's kind of hard for some people. It's hard for me when we live in a my society, bro. It's mine. A selfish, self-centered society.
It's supposed to be. This is a crucible. You know that.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that, then now you know. This life is a crucible.
What's a crucible?
What's a crucible? We got a definition on that?
No.
No. From the top of my mind. Actually, let's not do that. Hey Siri, what does crucible mean?
Let's just show the definition.
Oh no, she talking. She said a ceramic. No, it's a situation of severe trial, or in which different elements interact, leading to the creation of something new.
Oh, the Big Bang. Boom.
Their relationship was forged in the crucible of war. We're in a crucible of life.
Ooh, life.
Yeah, and our relationship with the Most High, and our reliance on Him, and our faith through the struggle, in spite of what it looks like, in spite of the accusations that don't make sense or unfounded, untrue, this, that, and the other things that we don't deserve or do deserve today, our faith.
So, thinking of that, it comes to this, like, all right, so people think the loops and the levels, all right, we just still stuck on the loops and levels, or the trials and the error, how you want to put it. Is to, for me, I believe it's to bring us closer to God, to our higher power. But most times when we got tunnel vision on us, being self-centered, we missed the point of saying that, like, well, this situation is the opportunity. Bro, it took for me to lose everything to be like, God, how do I get out of this mess? God, not how do I get out? God, how did I get in this mess?
And what do I take from this mess?
And what do I take from it? Like, what is this?
But now this is the higher thinking coming in, right? Because did you start out saying, what can I take from this mess?
I was mad.
Right.
I was mad as
But now you've been mad for some years, and that stuff is tiring.
Oh, that's what probably contributed to me staying in the loop.
The pain got great enough.
Ooh. See, the loop can be emotional. It can be mental.
Yeah.
It can be spiritual. It could be
It
financially.
could be physical.
It
You
could
could
be
be
physical.
I know women, men that have been physically abused, and that's their cycle. We know people that have been to jail, and that's their cycle, their loop. And it's not because that's where they have to be. They have become accustomed and grown to that environment. And the loop is safe for them.
So it's comfortable.
What? Hold on. Say that again.
It's
I'm getting
safe
chills.
and comfortable.
The loop is safe for them. They think it's a circle of protection. They don't realize it's a circle meant to be broken and then gone outside. You know, a bullseye target, bro, to go outside to the next level that's surrounding the loop. That's what we're talking about, loops and levels. We want to paint very vivid imagery for our audience, right?
Yeah.
Because we want you to be able to visualize yourself breaking. Watch that loop around, break, bust wide open. I saw a barrel before I came in here and we started recording. Okay, it was like probably a liquor barrel, whatever, a keg. I don't know why I was looking at it. The Most High must have put it in my mind for a reason, for this purpose. There were metal bands surrounding the wood that made up the barrel. The bands keep it from bursting open. I want you to envision those bands busting open.
A band look like a loop.
My point. That's what I'm saying. I want you to envision that those bands don't hold anymore. That what's contained inside the barrel cannot be contained anymore. That it is bursting forth. And them bands is going pop.
Gonna pop.
Pop. And then you see all that wood explode. Because we leveling.
Leveling
Like
up.
Crash Bandicoot. Remember
Yeah.
that? Remember the barrels?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, bro. That's the level up.
Yeah, level up.
That is the level up. And so,
and fell forward.
the loops fell forward, bro. Just keep trying. Perseverance is key. Determination is key.
Right.
And most of all, faith is key. Bro, I was listening to this. He said the cure for failure is faith. I listened to this book. I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I read now. My little brother started a Nick with me and it stick with me. I hated English. I hated spelling growing up because I couldn't pronounce words. I probably don't even know all my vowels to this day, but I still like reading. If I don't know how to pronounce the word, I try to, I replace the word.
Right.
You know what I mean? To something more suitable. Try to fit the sentence. But I just say that because I almost lost where I was going with this. But, he said the cure to failure is faith.
Right.
And we talked about the guys with the talents and how the one guy he displayed no ounce of faith because he didn't even attempt to go do anything with it.
Yeah, he was so afraid of losing the little that he had. He didn't shift his focus to what more could be gained.
And that's with us, bro. We be so scared to get out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
And we cannot. Bro, look, I thought of this, bro. I said this one day. I said, man, it's like Tarzan swinging in the jungle, just holding on to one vine. Where the hell is he going?
Yeah, where is he going? In a circle.
in a loop. Hey, for real. But you think about how powerful that is, bro. Like, where the hell is I'm going? I got to let go to grab on.
Yeah.
And
it's uncomfortable at first. Yo, bro, if I'm on a vine right now in the forest and you telling me let go and grab the other one, hold on, bro. What if I fought? There's an anaconda down there. There's a black panther in the back. I see all this other weird, creepy stuff. I know there's weird spiders and poison frogs down here. No. Oh, but then that makes me actually, no, Martin, don't get stuck down there. Look up. That means you have to focus more effort and energy to cultivate what you need to get to that next level.
You said it needs to take you more effort and energy to focus, to cultivate energy, to harness your energy until the next applied thing.
Right. Because I don't even know my energy is being used on the down stuff until the light comes on. No one's half the battle. So then that's what we was talking about with praying for discernment, right? Yeah. Praying for wisdom and understanding, right? And then just looking out for it. Like I just talked to you about the barrel. I didn't know what I was looking at that barrel for. Now we know. It has a piece of a puzzle.
Look,
right?
This podcast is to do more understanding than be understood, bro. And we just sit here dialoguing.
We learning right now.
Learning from each other off each other.
Live.
We
live, baby.
And I I'm not just saying I'm right. I'm just sharing my perception on life, what I've been through, man. That's all I can do. I feel like I can use my experience to help others, you know. And others can use their experience to help me or help others. And
That's
if I
what
can
it's
help,
all about.
yeah, if I can help one person today,
Right.
I did my job.
Yeah. That's true. And you said that, you know what I mean, it may not be the same perspective. It might be a different one. But check this out. When you slice a pie up, how many pieces you got? The answer is it don't really matter.
Still
because every piece is part of the pie. So when you bring them together, you have a greater perspective of the whole.
And that's why not to even get religious, that's why I don't believe in just like denominations, bro.
Right.
I believe it's just like,
in fact, word says to beware of secularism, beware of divisions, because we're supposed to come together. We're supposed to overcome. We're supposed to look at these things where we call ourselves failing, right, as opportunities to overcome. I like puzzles. They're challenging. I don't like problems. They're hard to solve.
Oh, wait. The thing
You know
about
what I mean?
puzzles,
Perspective, challenge versus a problem. This is my challenge today. I'm gonna overcome this. My problem, I
run for problems.
I
feel when it comes to handle problems.
But changing the wording in my mind, you know what I mean?
Can mean a lot.
Painting a different picture.
Narrative.
Yes. Self-talk. And getting away from the negativity, man, when I can. Sometimes I can't avoid whatever gets thrown in my hand.
Yeah.
Right? But when I have the opportunity and then I'm kicking myself later I didn't, I need to listen to that. Take note of that. Next time I got that opportunity, walk away. Go find somebody that's going to be encouraging instead of staying stuck in somebody that, you know what I mean? I'm going to go find somebody to complain to that wants to hear me pour more energy into them about this. And no, because we growing the wrong way, right? We want to grow up. We want to grow up.
And bro, like,
or die.
Like, the thing of we don't put effort and energy into breaking these loops, bro.
Yeah.
We stay stagnant, bro.
Ooh. Look at nature. What happens when you stifle nature?
You digress.
So one of two things is going to happen.
It's going to start to die.
It's going to overcome, or it's going to die.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing going either or overcoming going to happen. Either you going to overcome it or it will overcome you, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you get
that's
what I'm
deep.
saying?
Yes, I do.
I mean, they just can't even like that. But,
Yeah, absolutely.
But overcoming going to happen.
I thought you meant like in the next life, if it dies, it has an opportunity.
For instance, you know my background a little bit. When I was like, oh man, I can handle this one.
Yeah.
I wound up getting handled by that one.
Right.
You know?
Because of the inability to have a sober mind, thinking too highly
of myself, overconfidence.
Right. How many? I don't know if we got any Steelers fans listening. I'm a diehard Steeler fan, so I'm gonna speak from my perspective. My Steelers have a great knack of going up against an opponent, a 2-10 Patriots team.
They got the most rings now.
This week, tomorrow, right? And doing something silly. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. Don't sit here and go and misquote me right now. You know what I mean? God bless the Steelers. I hope they do well. But they have a knack for historically going against a team that you expect them to just, but they're not prepared because they got complacent, right? Stagnant.
Auto defeat.
They're not prepared. They really thought they had this taken care. They thought too highly of themselves.
And become lazy.
Man, quit talking about me like that, bro.
I'm talking about myself. I've been there, bro. My higher power told me, get off your ass and stop being lazy.
Yeah.
Do what I caused you to do.
And sometimes I need to hear that. A real man is going to tell me, a real friend is going to tell me, Martin, get off your butt. And so, what do you mean? I'm doing this, that, and the other. But Martin, did you think about this? And it's up to me to listen to him. You know, a wise man is going to hear rebuke, and he's going to get wiser.
Yeah.
Right. Fail forward.
Not backwards.
Right. Break that loop. Bust it wide open. Level up.
Can we settle, bro, in a loop?
Can we settle?
Yeah. And settle in a loop?
Oh, hell?
No, settling, like just.
Oh, settling.
Yeah.
SETTL.
Yeah. Fuck it, it's cool down here at the bottom.
ING. Yeah. I mean, I think that's probably where we be, right? Unless you hyper like me, get out the loop before you're ready type stuff, because that happens too, right? We want to
prematurely,
right?
Don't trust the process.
Yeah.
Rush it.
The premature, like, you know what I mean. The child is like, give me my
inheritance now, and you go squander it.
Right, or in layman's terms, like, you know, there's some super sweet 16s. Those bib cards. I wonder how well they ended up a few years later. And God bless them. I hope they ended up well. But some of them, I'm sure we can go back and look at some evidence that says, hey, you know, let's not break the mold before we're ready, because we got to equip ourselves before we get out the loop.
How do we know when we're ready, though?
Bro, I don't know. That's always a constant thing, ain't it? I just stay prayed up.
All right,
you know
I'll
I mean?
say this though, bro. This
That's
how you know you're ready.
good question.
Bro.
Yeah,
For me,
okay.
bro, I've been getting to this point that ready is now.
Right.
It ain't tomorrow, because it's not promised.
Wow.
If you can't do it today, you ain't gonna do it tomorrow.
Wow.
Ready is now, bro.
You're absolutely right. That's a great answer.
Like,
That's a great answer, because why am I waiting for tomorrow? Because
we've
Some of
procrastinated
us-
to this point.
some of us that have been to this point, you know, in growth, where we're continuing to look for growth.
Yeah.
We've experienced, you know, the hindsight. We've gotten the gold while we're digging. So now we know we got to keep doing that, right? So thank you very much, Bob.
No, for real, bro.
Yeah.
I just come to that conclusion of late, bro. Like, I spent 32 years putting off everything. I ain't ready right now. I ain't ready right now.
Wow.
And I was sitting in a jail cell, and he said, if you ain't gonna do it here, you ain't gonna do it there.
Ooh. Wow. Talents. Mastery. Talents. Taking what we have. What we have. Quit worrying about, I got to save up to get this, right? Because I done forgot I got something in my basement or something in my back pocket. I be finding stuff in my coat pockets. I'm like, man, I didn't even know I intended to do stuff with stuff.
So like you did,
But I never even used what I have because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And now the light pop on. I'm like, oh, here comes some ideas. And then I start getting blessed with other things because I've started using these different skills, these different items, attributes, right?
Dude, I wrote
equipment.
I wrote a book like 10 years ago,
Right.
And didn't even publish it. I want
Okay.
to like, that's why I've been working on my book now, bro. It's
Yeah.
like I invested like hard, raw emotions, time, and energy into that, bro. And just think, like, not just saying, oh, I'm gonna be a good artist, but just think about like the people that really made it, like the Teslas or the Elon Musk or
Right.
the Steve Jobs. Or
That's
Bill
what inspires
Gates.
me. Like, I imagine my life is hard. Man, could you imagine being a president of a company, president of a country, anything like that? They get up every day, whether they have a wife or a support staff, or as a person, their own person, they handle their business. They don't take no nothing.
How many times do you think they probably failed before they reached their pinnacle?
Guess we'll have to ask them, right?
Yeah, hopefully one day we get an opportunity to ask
Special
somebody.
guests.
Hopefully we get a special guest. I got a lot of special guests lined up for the show.
Right.
The interview to bring on, to just sit here and dialogue with.
Right. Be real. Me too.
Be real. For real, bro. We ain't got nothing else to do. Why not, man?
Right.
Um,
Right. This is our talent. We have something right here.
Yeah.
And how dare I disrespect God as I understand him by not acknowledging that and then putting in work to use it. So
I've been that person, bro.
Yeah.
God said, speak up.
Right.
And I always like sit on the sideline, my head down, mouth closed. But I want to go score the basket, but I never tell coaches to put me in the game. I'm just over here frustrated,
Showing up,
angry,
man.
resentful. Just be like talking shit on the team.
Yeah.
And I ain't even playing my role, my part.
Devoting the wrong energy, wrong direction.
Oh.
Right.
You heard my prayer earlier. I said, God, please forgive me for investing in my greatest assets into vanity, bro.
Oh. Yeah, he heard you. Yeah. He's faithful to listen to us. When we really get to that place, Psalm 51 and 17 is coming to mind right now. You know what I mean? It says something to the point of a man with
Broken spirit and contrite heart?
Yes,
is the
broken
greatest
spirit
sacrifice.
and a contrite heart.
Contrite.
Thank you, Holy Spirit, through my friend. Right? Broken spirit. We gotta go through some things to get broken, people.
And you know, contrite just mean like an obedient heart.
Contriteness. Contriteness, yes, like rightness. Like
Righteous.
my heart is now pointed the right direction.
It's going north, like a compass.
Right. True north. True north.
Northern Star.
And it's always love, man. It's always love. Even in the worst of the situations, it's all the precipice that gives us the opportunity to build and equip ourselves to level up.
So you telling me to level up or to exit the loop, I gotta like love like myself. I believe like I gotta love myself first in order to love somebody else. And like that's been a change for me these last couple months. So I've been taking care of myself.
Yeah.
You take care of something you love, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You gotta love, like you take care of your kids, right?
Right.
Why?
I love them, man.
Man, so like if I could
Love
take,
them, man.
I gotta take care of myself if I love me. Cause it's hard, like for real, bro. If I'm being honest, bro, it's hard for me to love my kids when I don't love myself the way I'm supposed to.
Absolutely. Because sometimes I think I'm loving my kids, but I'm malbehaving. Like I'm misbehaving in the way that I'm displaying attitudes and behaviors toward them. Because that's what I picked up.
Yeah.
That's how I equipped myself before, and I'm realizing that may have got me here, but that's holding me back from the next level. Man. What helped me on the last level don't necessarily help me on this one, man. Sometimes we gotta swap it out. You know, in the Call of Duty games now, they got like you could go to any different house and you could just pick up this, that, and the other, swap stuff out of your backpack.
Yeah, but you can't sit in the same house because when the storm starts coming, when the storm, you gonna die in the storm, so you gotta move around.
Oh man!
Listen, bro, this kid said something that was so crazy. That was profound. It was really good.
Yeah.
My same survival tactics don't work for me living.
Yeah. Not necessarily. They could, but not necessarily. I can't expect that. I can't think so highly that I already got it.
Yeah.
Right?
But bro, I'm just saying that. You definitely right because I just say that because like I don't get the full abundant life when I'm in survival mode trying to live.
No, we want to be in thrival mode.
Yeah, survival mode is like bare minimum. I just made it.
No, that's for the birds.
But man, that was my loop. That was the loop I was stuck in for
that's a loop we all get stuck in, man.
Surviving instead of thriving.
That's what the world wants us to do. That's how the video game had to been set up. And if we're not cultivating the right equipment, then we subdued and stuck in the loop, and we cool there. Even if we're ready to break that cycle, right? We stay stuck there because we don't know.
So what's the next level?
There's eternal next levels, ain't there? We just keep building forever and ever. I mean, shoot, until Jesus come back, crack the sky open, take us home, man. Like, I also believe that there are accolades, right? Because the Bible tells us that each man will be rewarded according to his works. So the harder I push, the greater the reward. And yes, that is a bit selfish, okay? That's a bit selfish. But you know what? The whole hope and goal is so God gets the honor, praise, and glory. So I know there's going to be a lot of other people that witness and are helped along the way. And I'm hoping that the higher that accolade, the closer one is with him, or you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking, you know what I mean? He has a house, a mansion of many rooms. Right? So I'm thinking there's different setups, different level, you know what I mean? So maybe we get inserted to that higher level,
about,
afterlife.
Enduring to attain a crown.
Yeah, crown.
Or Jews, something along
Everyone
lines.
gets the crown, but there's different accolades. You see what I mean
different
now?
stones on that crown.
Right.
There's
a different
levels.
right. So different access.
You got a prince crown.
Right.
You got a queen crown, princess crown. You got a king's crown.
Yeah.
Even the knights and rook got crowns.
Right.
So
or at least insignia, if you will, to identify them. Right. Yeah.
So it's all right. I get it. It's different levels we can be on.
Right.
Oh man, so I said something to a brother that he off planet Earth right now. He locked up, but he said something profound. I said, man, I gotta get my kings back. He said, yo, he said they not kings right now. He said they navigating through life, they knights. they trying to figure it out.
Right.
Only when they start leveling up out of their loops and circles, which is my job to teach them, they graduate.
Promote. They get promoted, right?
Yeah.
Because a promotion comes from above, does it not?
Yeah, they do.
Always.
Always.
No matter if you want to, believe in Most High or not, promotion always comes from above. It ain't never from below.
I ain't never seen nobody promote themselves.
I mean, I've seen that. I've seen it not work, though.
Unsuccessful try.
I mean, let's be honest. I've been that. And then I'm like, let's step back in our square,
but
sir.
that's thinking highly of ourselves if we promote ourselves, right?
What's that?
That's thinking too highly of yourself if you promoted yourself.
Right, because now I'm not being patient.
Yeah.
I'm not, I'm ready. Come on. And then I promote myself to
figure I wasn't ready. Yeah. But you just said something that's super deep when it comes to talking about loops and levels, and it's patience with self, with others around me,
with difficult emotions. Not reacting, but sometimes just I can't heal. Yeah, I wanted to say that, and then the next thought that came around.
What's that?
I can't heal what I can't feel. So knowing that I got some open wounds, they continue to get brought to my awareness.
Do you know how hurt I was when I asked God to remove the anger from my heart?
Yeah,
I cried day after day. I'm talking about like good sobs, good weeps.
Oh yeah, because after that anger, it's exhausting. It's a lot of energy, right? And then we get exhausted. It's like, man, I'm tired. I truly just don't even got it.
I didn't even got it.
Yeah. So then the tears come because that's a repentance. That's the changing of the mind. That's all repenting means is orienting one's mind the right direction.
Redirecting.
Right. Redirecting it the right way. And now since I can't do that until there is it's like a thermostat, until there's something pushing a button on that thermostat to change it to where it needs to be. And a lot of times those fingers on the buttons are the things that are so hurtful to my heart.
Oh.
That now my mind has to pay attention.
Is that what keeps us stuck in loops? Hurt emotions?
I think that's basically the episode now. we about an hour in, bro.
Yeah, we about an hour in.
Man, wait, hold on. You said, is that the answer to the loops?
Yeah.
Wow.
Look, man, I don't know. It's coming near to our time. We've been here for like an hour dialoguing. This is a good conversation.
Yeah, we can go for another 3, but we don't want to lose
We don't want to lose no games.
We don't want to throw y'all for a loop or nothing like that.
This is the very first episode
right
of Let's Fail. Yes, you heard me right. I can barely spell, but I got it. F-A-I-L. Let's Fail forward, not backwards.
Right.
Always remember, get y'all best of success, never fear failure.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in order to achieve, man.
Absolutely.
So, anything you want to leave the people with?
Man, just stay filled up. Keep getting filled up. From good, positive people, places, environments. Fill others up around you, because the cup that is it stays. With the same water, what happens to that water? It gets stagnant. No, it's got to flow. So stay up, stay looking out for positivity. Keep the good vibes flowing, and this has been amazing, Bob.
Yeah,
it's been amazing.
Dope. This is dope.
But man, we just grew a little. I don't know. We might leave this room and found out that we in another level, right?
Like butter and jelly, right? I mean, we like toasting butter and peanut butter and jelly, right?
Fire.
Good.
Fire.
This is really opening. But look, man, I'm gonna leave y'all with another little sound clip of this song that I played to start us off with. And we catch y'all on the next episode. Just tune in on us. It's your boy Rob Davis, Martin Long. Welcome to Let's Fail.
Thank you for having me, Bob. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for chopping it up, bro.
Yeah. So bless y'all audience. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Stay blessed.
Baruch Agape.
Baruch Hashem Adonai Israel. Praise be to the God of Israel.
Always.
Yeah.